Hey guys, Obsessed with Modern Warfare here. Again, I almost did my main channel's intro. Weekend 1 is essentially over. Well, not really. By the time I upload this, Weekend 1 will be over. I'm recording this on the 22nd, so Saturday, and the beta ends, I think, Sunday or Monday. And instead of ending on the Sunday or the Monday, it would just keep going until the open beta starts. And they just keep updating it while people are playing it live. I wish they would do that, but I guess for some reason they just never have done that or just haven't figured out a way to do it. I wanted to give my thoughts, and I'm gonna semi-apologize ahead of time because it's just gonna be the same that I've done in some of the live com videos. Fix or patch the beta, and they tweaked some things. They tweaked footstep audio, which footstep audio is still a little bit wonky. I wish the footstep audio would go back to Modern Warfare 2 2022, because if you guys have played that game's footstep volume is insane. And then on top of that, ISO Nightshade got a quote nerf, and I say quote because everyone's still using it, and it also still didn't get nerfed. They took a couple points of damage away from it in the medium to long range. Medium to long range, you'll still lose battles unless the opponent is absolutely brain dead and misses half a magazine. The ISO Nightshade, and there's probably gameplay of me using it in the background here, it's still broken as fuck. For some reason, I think the COD devs do this on purpose, is they put one gun, and usually it's an SMG in the beta, that's blatantly broken as fuck. And for some reason, throughout all the alpha tests and all the creator tests that they do, one said, hey, this gun's kind of broken, you might want to nerf it. A single, like throughout all those tests, IW still just didn't bother to be like, you know, this gun's kind of broken, we should probably nerf it. Other than that, the last thing, and this is the biggest thing that everyone's talking about, this isn't a Modern Warfare thing, this isn't an IW thing, this is Activision ruining their own games, their own IP, by having this retarded fucking matchmaking system in their games. I don't know why they're saying they're beta testing it with the beta when it's been in Black Ops 7 for a long time. Now, I played Black Ops 7 at launch, didn't care for the game, I stuck to zombies, didn't care for zombies because I just don't give a fuck about the modern zombies, the universe, the stories. Generic, it's boring, it's stupid. The only thing there is the nostalgia bait of the Ultimus Crew, or the reimagined Ultimus Crew, or whatever they're calling it. Then I revisited Black Ops 7 here and there with zombies in the multiplayer, and then yeah, I can't play Black Ops 7. I don't think it's a good game. I didn't even think Black Ops 6 was a good game, and I played it more. Treyarch has lost me since Black Ops 4. Even then, I'd rather take a Black Ops 4 over Black Ops 6 and 7. But anyways, besides the point, just need to go back to classic matchmaking, not like the matchmaking before this update for Black Ops 7. The golden age of Call of Duty when it comes to matchmaking, where matchmaking was fun if you had a sweaty lobby, like a CDL lobby. Granted, people back then weren't that good, and the movement wasn't as retarded as it is in nowadays Call of Duty. Side note, IW, your next title in the next 4 to 5 years or whatever it is, give us a Call of Duty without all this stupid movement. Go back to like the OG Modern Warfare 2 movement, without the slide, without the dolphin dive, without the bunny hopping. Just want one Call of Duty like that with this game's gunplay, and I think it would slap. Matchmaking, like if you got into a CDL lobby where it was sweaty as fuck, you just leave that lobby, you hit play again, and you could find a better lobby to where you're not wanting to pull your hair out or go jump off a bridge. Every single match, there hasn't been a single game, and I already probably have 24 hours into this game, into the beta, maybe more. Every single match I have played has been a CDL Sweatfest championship. I've maybe had, maybe I fibbed a little bit, over-exaggerated. I maybe had one match, and even that match was sweaty as fuck. I classify myself as an average player, maybe above average player. In every Call of Duty, I usually have a 1.2 KD, maybe a 1.1 KD. Really love the game, like Modern Warfare 2019. I'll have I think I had a 1.4, 1.6 KD in Modern Warfare 2019, I think. I don't think I've ever hit a 2.0 KD in a single Call of Duty. And my lobbies are literally, I am getting pro players in my lobbies, CDL players in my lobby, just people sweating, only using one gun, all that type of shit. So yeah, the matchmaking, it needs to change. I know they're not going to change it. It's not IW's fault, and for Black Ops 7, it's not Treyarch's fault. It's Activision's fault. They're forcing this retarded, stupid matchmaking, giving us fake numbers and skewed numbers on percentages for matchmaking. That's the reasoning why they're doing this matchmaking, which is bullshit. We all know it. It's fake. It's stupid. It's made up numbers. It's skewed numbers. And they're just shoving that into IW, Sledgehammer, and Treyarch's face. They're like, if you don't do this, blah, 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 blah. So IW, what I think you need to do is what you can do to save Call of Duty, like you did in Modern Warfare 2019, because that game genuinely saved Call of Duty. Call of Duty was in the shithole. Modern Warfare 2019 came out. It came back out of the shithole. It sold amazing. People loved the game. Granted, back then you kind of didn't listen, and with Modern Warfare 2 2022, you kind of fumbled. And that's what I think you're doing with this game, is you're righting those issues. Yes, I'm an IW fanboy. Yes, I love the Modern Warfare universe. This game genuinely has the potential of bringing Call of Duty. I know we say it, like some people say it every year. I'm not going to say Call of Duty's back until they remove this gay-ass matchmaking and replace it with classic matchmaking. And if they nerf the ISO Nightshade again, then I'll say Call of Duty's back. But for right now, IW, I think you need to tell Activision to go fuck themselves and just bring back the golden age classic matchmaking to where skill is not required, ping is not required. Well, maybe ping. Let's be honest, maybe ping. But skill is very minusculely required for matches. We can only complain about it so much. Activision, Call of Duty, they'll ignore us. They won't say anything. They'll give us fake bullshit numbers, and they'll say, oh, well, we got these numbers, and Exclusive Ace and all the other people who are testing the fucking servers and the matchmaking are like, well, here's the actual truth. So, yeah, if matchmaking can go back, and if they nerf the Nightshade, then I think Call of Duty will be back. Yeah, sorry, I'm here to make the video a little bit longer, but I completely forgot to add in some things other than the matchmaking that I dislike a lot. Found some bullet points on my phone while I was playing the game and editing, and just kept remembering things. This is the entirety of week 1. I'm recording this actually at like 3:10 in the morning on the 25th. So beta ends in the beta ends, at least weekend 1 ends in probably less than 10 hours. It ends at like 2 o'clock Tuesday. God, I'm really hoping they come to their senses and either reduce it significantly or remove it entirely and give us classic. Not gonna happen. It's gonna be the same, and this game, like I said, is ruining Modern Warfare. It already has ruined Modern Warfare 4. There's a reason why. I think it was on Steam day 1, after day 1, maybe even during day 1, the beta launched on Steam for early access. They lost 50,000 people, I think. Correct myself on screen if I was wrong. But first of all, that's just funny. You can use the meme of 50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town, that type of thing. Yeah, Activision, if you don't let IW, like if you don't come to your senses and let IW fix this, and Treyarch fix this for Black Ops 7, remove this stupid ass matchmaking and go back to classic, to what it was in the golden age of Call of Duty, and quit trying to gaslight us and saying there was skill-based matchmaking in those games. There fucking wasn't, and Call of Duty back then was fun. On top. Now Call of Duty is in the shithole. Let IW bring Call of Duty back to the map like they did with Modern Warfare 2019. Obviously, that game had its problems. I know that. As a fanboy of that game, as a fanboy of IW, I know they have problems, but they make the best games visually, immersively, if that's a word, realistically, if that's a word, gunplay-wise, map-wise, etc., etc. And Activision is actively ruining this game for IW, and I guarantee you IW doesn't have a chance. But anyways, before I make this a 30-minute video of yapping and sucking IW's dick, let's just go through my bullet points. I'm going to go through them quick, try not to rant. So first off, obviously, movement could be tweaked a little bit, in my opinion. They could make it a little bit slower. Honestly, if they could just copy over the movement from Modern Warfare 2019, nerf the bunny hopping, or just remove it entirely. Slide canceling, don't want that. On top of the movement, fix the clunkiness, because there is some clunkiness going around in the game right now. I'm constantly stuck on things like it's a Battlefield title. Team-based player collision, remove it entirely. Granted, it's not as bad as it was in Modern Warfare 3, the newer one, and Modern Warfare 2, the newer one. It's not as bad as it is in those games alongside Call of Duty Vanguard. Alongside that, dead slides and dead sprinting. There's sometimes where I will be a fresh spawn, and I'll go to sprint, and my character just doesn't want to sprint. There's times where I'm in a sprint, and I go to slide, nothing happens. There's a time where, recently in the beta, as of yesterday or 2 days ago, they added the stamina bar on the bottom middle of your screen. Sometimes that will be full, just getting done from sprinting, and it still won't sprint or slide. TTK is very fast. Honestly, tweak it, make it a bit slower. They're doing it consistently with the patches to the beta, but the only thing they're doing is instead of tweaking the actual TTK, they are tweaking the damage for the guns. So, in my opinion, it's too fast. Just make it like Modern Warfare 2019. In my opinion, Modern Warfare 2019, among other things, had the perfect TTK, in my opinion. It wasn't too slow, wasn't too fast, it was right in the middle ground. I don't know about you guys, but the netcode for the beta feels off. Like, it feels good at times. Like, hit registration's like really good, and then other times it's ass. I die around corners constantly. I die through, this isn't a netcode related issue, but I just felt like adding it on this part, but sometimes I'll just get shot through walls randomly. That happens with Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 and Call of Duties before that. You'll just randomly get shot through a wall, even if you're through like 3 different buildings. A random bullet will just come through all of those buildings and then just hit you and do damage. Sometimes it can result in your death. Again, on top of the movement, remove bunny hopping from the game. Also, remove the exploit to where you can YY spam while sprinting and you run faster. Move that from the game too. I'd rather have gun skill over movement skill. And I can hear the camping argument over here. It's like, well, most people who camp aren't good with their gun anyways. That's probably why they camp. They've been tweaking the footstep audio constantly throughout the beta. You've heard me complain about it in my live com games. It's so weird. They've been tweaking it constantly throughout the beta since day one. The footsteps are so random. Sometimes I can hear people clear as day. Sometimes I can't hear people at all, and then when I'm editing the video, if I'm recording, I can hear them clear as day in the video, but through my headset, I can't hear fucking shit. Insert that meme of, I can't see fucking shit. Yeah, if they could just port over the footstep audio from Modern Warfare 2 2022 to this game, that would be perfect, because that audio, the footstep audio in that game was insane. Other than the M4 and the ISO Nightshade, maybe the AK, guns are good currently. Maybe the G28 when it's not in the full auto configuration for the Apex attachment, link down in the description. Probably going to post that video earlier than what I think I'm going to. The G28 or the MAR9, probably in its single fire conversion, might need damage buff, maybe like 2 points of damage when it comes to long range, medium range, and close range. In my opinion, pistols are very bad in this game. I have shot people 4 times without them looking, and they'll turn around and beam me instantly with the Nightshade or the M4. So I think the pistols, and right now there's only one in the game that we're using, and I'm pretty confident it's the USP, but in-game is called, I believe, the P68 crate. Needs a buff. I think it's kind of ass. I haven't been able to use the Deagle, because at this point I'm recording this before weekend 2. Next up, the flash and concussion spam. It's so bad. There's nothing IW can do to fix this. You can't fix a player's habit of just throwing stuns and concussions and frag grenades and semtexes and all that constantly. I do it. I'm a culprit of it. But the concussion, and I've never played a Call of Duty game where the stuns and the flashes and the concussions are as rampant as they are in this game. Never have I ever played, like, no other Call of Duty game that has stuns, flashes, and concussions have never been spammed to the caliber as they are in this game, and I have no clue why. The effects of them last a little bit too long, so they could be nerfed. Probably the effects or the duration of them is too long, in my opinion. Also, this is just a side tangent. I'm pretty sure Ghost will be in the game when it releases. The Dead Silence as well. We have Ninja, but you can still hear people when they're using Ninja. I don't know if it's broken or not, but that's something you could look into, IW. UAV spam is insane. I don't know what they could do to fix this, but the UAV spam is ridiculous. I feel like you have a UAV, instantly the second the game starts, someone has a UAV, just from either points or getting one kill. UAV spam is insane, and I think they do need to tone it down. I don't know how, but they just need to do it. We're going to move on to things that I really love because I'm a attention to detail whore. But some of the small things is when you're reloading your gun, if your character physically drops the magazine in the game, that magazine, well, you can actually look down and you can see it on the ground. You've seen it in plenty of my videos because I'm literally the only person that cares about this and that's showing it off in the video. But the attention to detail, this is why I love IW so much. Their attention to detail, not Modern Warfare 2 because they kind of strayed away from the attention to detail of that game, which is a little bit sad when coming from 2019. When you reload, if your character drops the magazine physically, whether it's a short reload or a long reload, you can see that magazine physically on the ground. And honestly, I kind of wish they would increase the duration, the amount of time that magazine is on the ground, because you could literally watch it disappear if you stare at it. It lasts for like 1 second, 2 seconds. So honestly, if they could make it last a minute, I'm sure they could do that. Brass, when it's being ejected from your rifle or your SMG or LMG or whatever from your gun, when it's being ejected, it is pristine. It's too clean. The only games to have the brass ejection accurate was Modern Warfare 2019, go figure, and believe it or not, Call of Duty Vanguard. Brass is too clean. There's no indentation of the gun's firing pin hitting the primer of the casing. IW, get on that. Just copy it from 2019 and make sure the casings are correspondent to the caliber of the gun too. So I would love to see, you know, the spent brass carbon blacked. I would love to see the indentation of that firing pin hitting the primer of the casing. And also, if you're using a suppressor, maybe make the brass look a little bit dirtier, because when you're using a suppressor, your gun is very gassy. So honestly, again, I always say this, I'm not the type of person to say remove this from the game, remove that from the game. A lot of my friends are like that. I'm not like that because I think it's stupid to say remove something, but I'm going to be a hypocrite here. And I mentioned this in a couple videos ago before the beta came out, is I mentioned I don't want no stock attachments in this game, and lo and behold, there are no stock attachments to Modern Warfare 4, and IW, honestly, remove that attachment from the game or give it ridiculous negatives. So if someone runs a no stock, their recoil is going to be insane, because first of all, if you try shooting a full auto M4 with no stock and it's just the buffer tube, there's going to be a lot of recoil, because the only thing holding the recoil is your dominant hand holding the pistol grip and your other hand holding the handguard. It's going to be hard to control. Do this on some of the LMGs in the game. You can do this with the Oris 8.6. There's a couple other guns, the AK as well. So remove the attachment to remove the stock. I don't know why that's an attachment to remove the stock of your gun. Just remove the ability to remove your stock. That should not be an attachment. So, side note, IW, I want to play G.I. Joe and I want to play gunsmith with my guns in the game. Give me the ability to move my foregrips, check boxes, lasers, flashlights, and optics anywhere I want, as long as there's rail space on the gun. For instance, just look at examples of Ground Branch or Escape from Tarkov. Well, Escape from Tarkov, you can't really do that. There's games out there where I can move my grip on the bottom rail further up the rail or further down the rail, the optic further up or down, the PEC box that goes on the top rail further up or down, etc. You guys get my point. I'm going to stop badgering on. I also wouldn't mind magazine skins to the game. So right now for the M4, I wouldn't mind changing the magazine from a Stanag to a PMag. There's whole types of magazines, different textures, different styles, that type of thing. Also, this isn't an issue. I kind of miss Gunfighter. I know it's like a staple from the Black Ops franchise, but I wouldn't mind some type of perk or an ability where it wouldn't make sense to have it a perk, but I want more attachments on my guns, because this is a modern day shooter and guns look more badass when you can put certain things. And you know, I have my M4 build videos, and there's some stuff like the URGI build video that I did. I wouldn't mind having a grip and another stock attachment or some type of other attachment to flourish that weapon build. So I don't know if they'll ever do it. I don't know if they can do it, but I would love to see more attachments on the gun. Realistically, don't go Vanguard route. Vanguard should have never had that many attachments on a World War II game. Here it kind of makes sense to have maybe 6 or 8 attachments, because they're modern day firearms, and you can have a laser light combo with a rifle scope, with a suppressor, with a different handguard and barrel length. with a different foregrip, stock, etc. You get my point. Another side note, I kind of missed the caliber names on the bottom right where your gun icon is. The spawns are pretty bad, but every Call of Duty has bad spawns, so I'm not going to harp on that. Loading into a match while you're fucking with your loadouts and create a class, if you're loading into a match and you get into that match, your attachments won't save, so that's a bug. Also, remove flinch from the game, please. Thank you. A lot of people are complaining about aim assist. I would just reduce aim assist. Let's go back to the aim assist that was in the older Call of Duties. It was perfectly fine. I don't know why we changed it to begin with. Please give us a goddamn screen shake slider. I'm so tired of my screen shaking so much. Visual bug with the MAR9 Apex attachment, the full auto attachment, where when you spawn in, your gun disappears and then it loads in a couple seconds later. You are coming out of the Crossfire kill streak. The Crossfire kill streak, their gay-ass rendition of a futuristic A10 Thunderbolt. If you're still firing while you're coming out of the kill streak, your gun will start shooting and it just wastes ammo. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for weekend 1 of the beta, and probably weekend 2 because I don't see much changing. Let me know your weekend 1 thoughts on the beta. I really hope they change it, because if they don't change the matchmaking, MW4, at least for the beta, it's dead on arrival, but for launch, it's looking like it's dead on arrival if they don't change the matchmaking. Without further ado, like, comment, subscribe, ding all notification bells so you guys know when I upload next, and